Grayson, it's a wild time in this world.
What's that?
You gonna respond?
I did. What was that?
Well, first off, we didn't get the Bang Bros parody in WWE of Banger Bros. But we also have novels of Punkentire being written. So,
Greatest thing of all time.
first off, Drew McIntyre wanted to star in a Bang Bros parody in a WWE segment. Then he got put in a Punkentire book.
He did. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Curb Stomp Podcast, episode 90. We're back after taking a week off because I was sick. So blame me. It's fully on me. I will 100% take the fucking fall for it.
That taxes Caleb being able to record Curb Stomp that week.
Yeah, that last week was on me. Money in the Bank happened 2 weeks ago. We a bunch of stuff happened for Night of Champions, and I mean Caleb, we could predict who's winning Night of Champions in the women's division. I think based off the Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah, it's almost like I said that this is the exact thing that's going to happen in my prediction. We also had Worlds Collide happen.
Oh, and Caleb, did you do your rankings this week?
My power rankings?
Yeah.
I can do them as we sit here. We'll start with Worlds Collide.
Sure.
That was the first thing that happened this weekend, realistically.
Yeah.
First off, Rey Mysterio returned.
Not in ring,
but
capacity.
He returned.
Sure.
We started off with the LWO and Dragon Lee versus Octagon Jr. I don't remember the other guy's name, but then the guy who took the wrestling world by storm that day.
WWE's learning the wrong lessons from this PLE.
Mr. Iguana.
They're taking the wrong lessons from this PLE.
Dude, you know what? I love what someone said. They hate that some WWE fans found Mr. Iguana. Because Mr. Iguana is really good and they're going to meme him.
Yep.
Mr. Iguana in the ring was fucking fire.
He was.
It was awesome. And they ended up winning the match.
Yep.
So I'm going to triple check. I know that one for sure. I want to say I know every outcome, but I'm double checking every single one. Yes. The match after that was Stephanie Vaca and Lola Vice versus Chick Tormenta and Dallas in the showcase for the ages, according to the website, in which Stephanie Vaca and Lola Vice won. And yet again, WWE fans took the wrong moment from this match.
Yep. Jesus Christ. I hate covering this company sometimes.
Yes, hello.
Especially because we focus on the women's division. I hate covering it sometimes.
But they took the Sun Devil's Kiss, is what they call the move.
Is that what they call it? The Sun Devil's Kiss?
Or something.
ASU's going to fucking sue if they do that.
It's Sun something Kiss.
Well, the Devil's Kiss is what Stephanie does.
It's the Devil's Kiss, yes. Devil's Kiss. I was throwing the Sun. And Lola Vice also hit it, and everyone took that as the highlight of the. I love wrestling fans.
I love, yeah. I love it.
And then Legado del Fantasma beat El Hijo de Dr. Wagner, the Psycho Clown, and Pangeo.
I'm sorry, I have no input on this. I did not watch most of it.
It was an overall solid one.
It didn't interest me as much. I know Stephanie was wrestling, and usually that's like an automatic yes, but did not interest me.
Ethan Page retained.
As we expected. No one's going to exchange titles right now.
El Hijo retained.
Against Chad Gable.
But Chad Gable shined in his only match that night.
So, speaking on that, I know we're going to talk about it in a minute too as well. this whole Chad Gable like luchador, hate luchadors, like disguising himself as a luchador gimmick should have been a Dom gimmick. It should have been a Dom gimmick.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I felt like such a layup that it felt like this is where the PLE, where that whole gimmick was gonna end.
We felt that for the last 5 fucking PLEs, dude.
I thought this was like for sure when they announced it and then the character debuted.
Mm-hmm.
My original thought it was this, and then I thought, oh, wait, Phoenix is gonna finish it. No, it's not.
No, we're stuck with him.
Yeah,
No, but it should have been a Dom gimmick. It would make much more sense and be a lot less like weird.
It went from funny to weird.
Yeah. It's overstated its welcome.
Scroll.
Bro, scrolling the Money in the Bank.
Yes, I am.
Did you
other thing, we got Dom vs. Octagon added to the card from this PLE.
Yes. Up until recently, Dom is only defending against Shapes. He defended against Penta, and defending against Octagon. I mean, they got ruined because he defended against Old Man Styles, but
and then we started Money in the Bank with the women's Money in the Bank match.
Dude, I'm gonna be so real with you. I started watching Money in the Bank, right?
Yeah.
And all I felt was exacerbated, man. It was just I'm tired. Like I wanted to be excited. Most Money in the Bank matches, most like gimmick matches, I get excited about. Like this is gonna be a fun match, and I didn't feel anything. And there was not one miss in that fucking match.
This is definitely a show I'm gonna have to go back and watch again when I have energy when it's on.
I had energy, and I was like,
I just didn't have any when I watched it, so I feel like my opinions are unfair. Like I thought everything was mid.
Yeah, this was a okay match.
Like, and I don't know if it's literally just I was tired when they did the match, or if it was the match was just genuinely mid.
Because like think about the last few Miss Money in the Bank matches, right? You have last year, everyone's fucking dying. Io stomping on Lyra going crazy, Chelsea falling off the ladder. Like, there's insane moments. They have a lot of energy and a lot of, like, they're doing a fuck ton. The previous one before that, Io winning the Miss Money in the Bank, that was a crazy good match as well. Like, you think about these good Miss Money in the Bank matches lately, and, like, they show out. This one was just kind of, like, mailing it in.
And I think we let the overall talent overshine the problem of this group. You have to hear me out. Okay? Because if this, I think, was a normal 6-woman match, this match would have been absolutely fire.
We saw that on SmackDown. It was a really good match.
I think we forgot the part of what makes Money in the Bank exciting. It's those high-risk spots. It's those crazy spots that not a lot of people are willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And who in this group would do that spot? And who would eat that spot?
I'm going to be biased. Rhea and Stephanie are fucking crazy.
But Stephanie wasn't going to do it pulling double duty that day.
Yeah,
because of the risk.
So
there was no way.
24 hours. Yeah, no.
There was no way they were going to put her in that spot.
Yeah.
Alexa just came back. She wasn't going to do it.
She had a decent spot, though. Them dropping her right on the fucking ladder was like, okay, that's got to fucking hurt.
But then I look at that compared to the Chelsea spot we got last year.
Exactly. It's like, okay, Chelsea fell off a 20-foot ladder, essentially.
Chelsea just didn't care. Yeah. If you want your belly rubs, you got to lay like this, dude. But, like, Julia, they're trying to they're over-pushing Julia, right? They're going to really push her. They don't want to put her in risk of injury.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea would do it. Naomi was winning the match, and they weren't going to put her in a spot like that.
Yeah.
Because a spot like that's designated.
Shiloh, you are just going to be a attention whore today, aren't you?
He's walking away.
Okay, bye.
He's done with the bullshit. He'll lay down somewhere.
He's like, you haven't done this in 2 weeks. Why are we doing it now?
Oh no, that's his first weekend. He literally got here last night.
Okay.
But we looked at the just pure talent and thought normal mats, non-super stipulation mats, and thought automatically this was going to be a match of the year candidate.
Yeah.
And ignored the fact of what makes Money in the Bank good is the winner and the stupid spots we have.
True.
Chelsea isn't going to do. We didn't have a Chelsea who would jump off, who would get pushed off a ladder and go through a table.
And it's also like, you think back to last year's Money in the Bank. I think that match sealed in some people's fates for the rest of the year. They showed out for that match. Whereas, like, okay, now I see Lyra. If she's not going, if there's no mid card at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, she's probably going to go for the world title. Chelsea basically bought her way into the being the first mid card champion.
Those two were two of the best performers last year.
Exactly,
and they were the first mid card champions.
Yeah,
it's one's not like a coincidence.
This one, I'm like, okay. I mean, we knew that Stephanie's probably getting shot to the moon.
Alexa's the only one with anything to earn in this match.
Exactly. It's like,
and it's Alexa fucking Bliss.
And Julia's like, I'm already going up the U.S. title after this match, so it doesn't fucking matter. Alexa is... You could put Alexa in any situation, she fits. It's like, perfect. She works great.
That wasn't going to be an issue.
But like in those matches, like from the last few years, we felt like what they could earn through those matches. We knew that, hey, Lyra, Chelsea, they didn't win this year, but man, they bought fan like favor, and they bought. I didn't know that word they were used.
No, I'm just confused by math.
Oh, and they gained trust with the people backstage. You felt that in the match. This match, you didn't feel jack shit. It was like A+ talent, but no one earned anything besides, didn't really match this year. Great. That's the end. You're in tally at the end of the year. Cool.
But Naomi did win Money in the Bank.
Yes, and we'll talk about why that determines Night of Champions after we're done with it.
I called it.
You did call Naomi winning. I was hoping they would pull Roxy, but because I felt like if you made the Miss Money in the Bank Naomi, your Night of Champions was going to be ruined.
It is what it is in my mind.
Well, how it's shaping right now with the Night of Champions tournament, it's currently going on right now. We're recording this on Friday, and SmackDown's currently going on right now. I mean, it could be interesting. I think that first match should wrap up already.
No.
Yep, it did.
Did it go as we think it would?
It went with my goat, not Geeks.
Oh, really? That's who won?
Yeah, not Geeks, mine.
Wow.
Going to the finals.
Are they setting that up for?
Let's go in the finals. That's finals.
But I might have agendas to push.
Oh, we haven't been to push all this episodes. Let's get
because I might be pushing a different agenda for Night of Champions.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it after we finish Money in the Bank. Let's finish Money in the Bank so we can get on to the news.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion on the women's side.
Oh, on the women's side, yeah. I'm like, no, Dom retained. What do you mean?
Becky Lynch beat Lyra.
I'm not fully against that because I think I know what they're doing for Evolution.
I've heard it's either Evolution or they're going to push that feud to SummerSlam.
I think it can go to SummerSlam, but I think
not the core one-on-one feud. People are thinking that.
I'm thinking triple threat.
That's triple threat SummerSlam.
That's Evolution. I think you got to pull it, especially with the injury that happened over the last week.
I'm just gonna say it. Monday Bailey returned.
Yeah.
So then we can actually talk about this. People think they're gonna go Bailey Becky Evolution.
I know. I think it's Bailey Becky Lyra Evolution.
And then they go SummerSlam.
I think because of the live injury that happened this week, which we'll talk about, they had to redo the whole card. Which
is why I think they would change it up because they have to fill. They can't do. They might have to save that spot.
When they do Lyra EO, which I'd be in favor of. Don't get me wrong. I'll be in favor.
I was gonna say you mean oh no,
but that ruins why would Lyra go back for the IC?
But I'm pulling up what the schedule is for events. on PLEs.
I mean, it's on our Discord.
I know, but I like looking at SmackDown Out moments. Okay, Evolution is before SummerSlam.
Yeah, we talked about this.
I couldn't remember.
That's what I'm saying. I think Evolution do the triple threat.
I don't.
And they might have scrapped that plan because I feel like that was their plan.
I really think the Live thing really just.
Oh, they had to redo the card. They said they were redoing the card.
Because I think what happened with Liv on Monday really was setting up that Evolution match. And now they not only have to find someone to take Liv's place, but who that person would be willing to work with.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she'll work with just anyone.
Fair.
Yeah,
but Becky Lynch won the IC title. After Lyra strapped the belt to her, because that was like the bet. She hit the Nightwing on Becky, so Lyra's not done with Becky just yet. They're saying at least a trilogy of one-on-one matches. That's what I'm saying. They do triple threat Evolution. They finish it up at SummerSlam.
I am very interested to see how everything goes. To be fair,
that's fair.
Because I do think this is going to be a very long feud.
I wish it wasn't.
I think adding that third wheel is really going to help it.
I think it will.
I think it's not even to help the feud. I think they're really trying to see where Lyra's at, skill-wise, too.
Yeah.
And this is as much of a, hey, Lyra, go prove you're ready to go in this world title feud, instead of just doing it. Because if you can work really well with Becky and Bayley, you're ready to work with whoever.
Yeah, that's what the vibe I'm getting is that working with Becky is a good sign, but working with Bayley means you can work with anyone.
But, well, it's also, I think, it's so easy that fans are going to want to just focus on the Bayley-Becky side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And if Lyra can still stand out and be a talking point among fans in this trifecta, I think that's really going to prove to them that she's ready to go be a Lyra future, an EO future opponent, or even 2026 win the Women's Championship. And I think that's kind of what they're going for.
If Triple H wasn't a little bitch, he'd have Lyra win in like October.
Yeah, I think they want to see what she's like in a main event feud, because this is going to be a main event level feud. It doesn't matter that it's a mid card title. You don't feud with
for Evolution. It does.
Yeah, but it's
you're having one of your women's titles.
But it's a feud that people are going to talk about over a lot of other feuds going on, for the core fact that it includes Becky and Bayley. And if Lyra can be a lot of those conversations of, is Lyra helping, hurting the feud, or is Lyra even carrying one of them, then that's just going to speak volumes to who Lyra is as a pro wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's more or less what this is starting to turn into because Lyra I love Chelsea Green. I love Zelina Vega. Neither of them hold a beer to what Lyra did with their world title, with their mid-card title.
That's completely fair.
Neither of them had the kind of ring Lyra had.
So Chelsea did really good stuff outside the ring.
Just in the ring, it was
repetitive because they kept giving her meat.
And they kept giving her they gave her feuds that just, granted, they just kept doing the same ones, but none of them really hit. You give Lyra her first feud. Granted, the person she feuded with was not even comparable to whoever Chelsea feuded with, but she's flourished so far. Which, if you watched it in NXT, you knew that was going to happen.
Well, it's a young buck who you're putting her against one of the greatest women's wrestlers ever, versus an established veteran who is willing to do whatever it takes to get it across. So Chelsea doesn't need to be like, I need to face Becky to show what I got. Lyra's like, I need to go against Becky to show that I belong here. I belong at this table.
And like I said, it's also, I think, a lot of people's, because we know this, a lot of the people who watch Raw and SmackDown don't watch NXT. They don't know what Lyra's about. Yeah. They don't know Lyra was feuding with anybody and killing it against anybody when she was NXT champ.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why Lyra's here and was the inaugural women's intercontinental champion. There's a reason why we keep talking about the futures of women's wrestling, and she's like one of the first few names that we mentioned.
Yeah, it's what you think it's like Roxy, then Lyra.
It's Roxy. It's Roxy, and then it's either we say Lyra or Tiffany, and it could just depend on what kind of week they had.
True, because what's Tiffany done last month?
I don't know. I think Lyra's by far been the better wrestlers.
Tiffany and Io have not had a defense in a month.
Like,
they haven't wrestled in a month. We'll talk about that later.
Look, Tiffany, Lyra's just awesome.
Yeah, she's good.
No, around it. Jacob Fatu had.
It was Dom Octagon.
Oh, WrestleOps didn't say shit about that match
because it was a 5-minute like we gotta put Octagon on this because he was on Worlds Collide.
I forgot that shit even happened.
It was a fine match. It was like whatever.
I forgot that shit, dude. That's why I was at Energy while I was watching that.
That's fair. No, I get
that was also my bathroom match because I knew the outcome was very, very predictable.
It's not like I said. It's fine. This whole card has been fine. Nothing's
men's Money in the Bank. Jacob finally turned on Solo.
I hate you.
I also want to highlight how good of a job Solo did in the match. Just being funny. Come on, him hitting everyone's signature thing was funny.
Okay.
It was funny.
No. This match had less energy to me than the women's match.
Yeah.
And I knew that Seth was going to win. I love Seth. We all know this. But, like, it's uninspired.
We knew it was going to happen. I was kind of hoping Seth would need Braun and Bronson to win.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like he needed them.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, every 5 years he gets a new entourage of security. I was pissed when you sent me that. Because I saw that, I bookmarked it, and I was just going to randomly drop that on you mid-episode.
No.
And you were going to go back and think for a second. And I was like, I was genuinely annoyed when you sent me that.
Yeah, Authority, Authors of Pain, and Braun and Bronson.
But Seth is Mr. Money in the Bank. We knew it was coming. I still don't know if I like it or not.
I don't hate it. It's just... I mean, John made a really good point in SmackDown. He's only going to cash on the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I think is the worst option. I think if you cash in the WWE Championship, you fuck up that whole picture at that current moment, and everyone's now talking about what's happening. If he cashes in, like, on John.
Yeah.
Like, middle of July. Or, like, right after SummerSlam. Not, like, during SummerSlam. After SummerSlam.
I think...
If Seth does that makes it more exciting. And then everyone's not talking about, okay, what can you do? Where are we going?
There's a lot of messy shit going on in this company right now, booking-wise.
I hate it here.
I text my friend. I'm like, can I accept the trade? Can you accept my trade to go to your show? And he's like, only if you watch All In with me. And I'm like, I might have to.
All In looks like a good card.
Yeah. Triple H's line on Mania going back to Vegas was, anything worth doing is worth doing twice.
Shut the fuck up.
Logan did botch.
Yeah, and he
messing up the buckshot.
And he fucked himself up too.
Yeah. Logan hit a moonsault on Jay from the apron onto the announcer's table, which looked somewhat botched because I don't think Jay actually thought Logan would get there.
No.
Because did you watch the clip?
Mm-hmm.
Jay scooched up so much, and Logan landed dead center on that table.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought, what happened Monday, I was like, oh, it's because Jay's injured.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to get the belt off of him.
We'll talk about that in a second.
That's why that happened.
The most disappointing thing about this match was that Seth didn't cash in. Do you know how exciting it would be if Seth cashed in when there's 2 titles right there?
That's the best part of the match was the return. Our Truth.
That's right. Our Truth returned.
Our Truth returned.
Yeah, again, this company, and I talked to Gail a little bit when it happened. This company is not in the wrestling business anymore. It's in the here damn business where it's fans are begging for something to happen, and WWE's like, fuck it, here it is. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
I disagree. Because fans are crying for one thing, and it's the only thing I'm crying about for wrestling, and they won't do it. Push Cross, man.
Oh, we'll talk about Cross in a second, too.
I know what you're going to say, and it got debunked. The thing that came out today about Cross?
Yeah.
It got debunked.
Sure, buddy.
It did.
Sure.
Because he's scheduled to be on Raw Monday.
Doesn't matter, he's scheduled to be there.
But he is.
Sasha Banks was scheduled to have a Bianca Belair match at SummerSlam in 2021. Guess where she was? Not there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think Cross would walk out and go to TNA or AEW?
No. No, because the fans are too behind him right now, and he wouldn't do that during the biggest. Oh, well, he's the most over.
When the bag is there, and Tony Khan's like, "Hey, buddy, we'll push you,"
but he won't walk out for that, and there'd be a lot of legal issues there between WWE and AEW.
Yeah. Good headlines.
But Cody Cody pinned John.
It's a giant fly.
And after the match, it looked like John is still questioning his heel.
I'm not listening to you, Caleb, but you can continue talking. I'm just not gonna.
Grayson is a bitch. He is the worst person ever to be a poker. But yeah, it looks like John is regretting his heel turn.
John doesn't look like he's into it, man.
He doesn't like it.
He doesn't know how to do it, and I don't think he likes not knowing how to do something. Yeah, but R-Truth returned at the end of the match. He's not Ron Killings, but they keep calling him R-Truth.
It's weird. I don't know. It sounds like they're going to go with Ron Killings Truth is what they think it's going to be referred to as.
That's dumb as fuck. It's dumb.
Kathy Kelly was almost crying when she was talking about R-Truth returned. And then Triple H tried to say it was always part of the plan, which then included R-Truth's son saying "Stop the cap."
Mm-hmm. And people were like, "Oh, you got baited." They pulled one over. No, they fucking didn't.
I forget how young Liv Morgan is.
Young Liv Morgan, she's 31.
Yeah, I forgot how young she is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She's been in the company since 2017.
Miz clarified his situation with WWE because a lot of people thought there was a split going there because of Truth. He and the company are on good standings. He has not recently changed any social profiles. He has not unfollowed the company.
Fair.
One veteran spoke out saying that it felt like Triple H doesn't like having the fans hijack the show.
But I thought he listens to the fans. I thought he loves listening to the fans.
Yeah.
I thought it was his whole thing because he loves listening to the fans. Dude, man, TKO feels like they have the grimy hands all over this company, and I hate it. It's annoying the shit out of me.
The inside on the release of Truth afterwards, though, said it felt WWE made this because they looked at the numbers and not what would happen, and it hurt the fans, but most importantly, it hurt the overall film of the locker room.
Yeah,
and they can't lose the locker room. Nikki Bella got announced that she was going to return.
Yay!
Shotzi said she's made more money working 2 days on the Indies than she used to make in a week working WWE.
That's sad. The Indies don't have money at all in there. And she's making more money than she did at WWE. That's bad.
But she can also charge her own rates.
True, but they're paying it.
Yeah.
They are willing to pay that amount. That's the difference. Also, now she's the indie god, apparently. Her and Matt Cardona have been going back and forth on Twitter.
Yes.
She did have a nasty fucking spot, though. Did you see that spot?
I saw the picture afterwards.
I sent you a clip. It's you gotta roll up a little bit.
Sounds like effort.
Fair.
But there was not a clip, stop clip. A clip of her being in a podcast because she was on with the podcast dude. Mm-hmm. And asked if she wants to stay on the Indies or if she wants to sign with TNA or AEW. And she's like, I mean, of course I do. Mm-hmm. But I want to go somewhere where I'll actually get to work a lot often and not just here and there. They got asked what her preference would be. She said, oh, definitely AEW. I was
going to say, AEW released a lot of their talent recently, a lot of the women's talent. There's no depth.
You're going to want to hear what she has to say about AEW. A lot of my friends are there. Blah, blah, blah. Plus, there's also hot girls kissing hot girls there.
Really?
That was her last thing she said. I'm not even kidding.
I know. I did remember saying that, yeah.
On Raw, Cena went after Truth.
They're going to run that back, aren't they? They're going to
tonight.
Oh, that's right. They're replacing Punk with Truth. How much on bet?
No, they're doing the match tonight. They could. I mean, they could because Punk has 0.
0?
0 interest in going to Saudi.
I mean, he's not disinterested either. He's been kind of silent on the.
It sounds like there's been a lot of Punk doesn't want to go, and he's real.
I mean, he's real for that, yeah.
CM Punk to Cena. I'm not standing for TKO. I'm not here to defend the billionaires. I'm here to defend the people.
He's so based.
I'm not here to kiss my final boss's ass like you. These people are my boss. Oh, was it Monday where Punk dropped the hardest line on Cena? Damn.
Probably.
The full bracket got revealed, which included Oscar's spoiled return.
I really wish they just did the question mark like they did with the men's.
I'm so pissed.
I like the moment I saw that, I was like, oh my god, Asuka's back. Holy shit. But I was like, oh, that would have been cool to actually pop.
Yeah. Especially with the original theme.
Yeah, dude.
That would have been a huge pop.
A question, Caleb. I threw this out to the people on Twitter and on the community tab here on YouTube.
What's Twitter?
We're not having this conversation right now. Do you prefer tears or the full face makeup?
I like the tears.
You prefer the tears or the full face?
Yes.
I know that she's had it the longest in WWE.
I love the tears.
Okay.
It felt like full face makeup Oscar in WWE has not been a menace as much.
I love full face.
Tears was undefeated streak Oscar.
Fair.
And that felt like a different kind of being.
That's fair. I'll give you that. I just really aesthetically I like the full face.
But speaking of Oscar, Grayson's favorite thing has disbanded quietly. Damage Control has quietly disbanded.
But for the 5 members, we're on Raw.
I really do like the tweet you sent me of RIP Damage Control, and it was Io, Asuka, Bailey, and who am I forgetting? Kai. And Bailey just commented, "You're missing the most important member."
Yeah.
That made my heart jump a bit.
I miss them so much. They're not gonna go with this group anymore.
Yo,
now can we kill a Judgment Day?
Roxanne Perez advanced in the Money in the Bank qualifying. Not Money in the Bank qualifying.
Wow, we are past that, buddy.
Queen of the Ring tournament.
Based.
Becky Lynch walks past the arguing Theory and Waller.
Yeah. They've been arguing for the last 2 years. They need to get divorced.
Io and Bailey, Nikki Bella and Io met, and Io said she paved the way for us.
This created a fucking shitstorm on Twitter.
Dude, this was the most annoying thing I saw on Twitter.
And I'm on the side of the annoying people.
Really?
Nikki Bella did not pay jack shit for Io.
She began the walk so Becky could run.
And I think Asuka is more the person you need to thank for Io being able to walk.
Yes, but I think they had Io say that because Io was the most.
Io started trading before Nikki did.
Yeah, I don't get why Io was the one to say it. Okay,
again, anyone else, not you, Scott.
I really wish this was like Roxy.
Yes, it would make perfect sense if it was Roxy.
Even if it was Lyra.
I have zero problem with the line. I have a problem with who said the line.
People have issue with the line.
I don't have a problem with the line. The line's fine. Whatever. Sure.
I saw more people mad about the line than
I'm more
else.
pissed that Io Sky said it.
I don't like that Io said it.
Have Rhea Ripley say it. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, imagine if fucking Truth said it.
But been better. Ally.
Bailey returned though.
Yeah, Bailey did return.
R-Truth cut a nasty ass promo.
You mean R-Truth did his normal thing and cast doing,
but a different kind of promo.
Yeah, he cut his hair. He looked like a Tekken character for a minute.
We are so used to funny Truth making all these laughs and all that. Don't let nobody tell you what you don't matter. Don't let nobody tell you your voice don't matter. They heard, they listened, they understood. I'm back because of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
R-Truth, the truth has set me free. I am Ron Killings. I am the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Put some respect on his name after he cut his hair.
Yeah.
We then got a video package of Mr. Iguana.
They took the wrong lessons from that. Instead of fun characters, they're like, no, let's just use this guy and show over our ass.
LA Knight pulled up to the main event of Raw and took out Braun Breaker.
Bronson Reed and LA Knight.
Was that the main event?
I don't know.
No, it was not the main event. Sorry, the co-main event.
Just say someone qualified with the men's King of the Ring, didn't they?
Sami Zayn did. But that's a Karrion Kross getting another huge pop on TV.
It's not happening, buddy. It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But I know I'm going to skip a little bit ahead of time. This means that Randy Orton's going to wrestle for the first time on weekly TV in like 3 years.
Yeah. But what was I about to say?
Yeah.
No, Kross. The thing got debunked because it's been leaked internally that there's there's plans for a Sammy Kross feud.
They've been teasing that for a year now.
But apparently they're starting to actually make plans on that.
Sure.
Hopefully.
It's going to be an SNME.
I have faith. I have faith, okay?
It's bad faith.
Liv Morgan to Nikki Bella, and I have a man. Good thing she can say that in kayfabe because I don't think she got one in real life. Unless she got one.
I don't think so.
Know.
I don't know. I don't think she does. But Liv's also really private about her life, so
yeah. And then we had the world title match between Gunther and Jay.
Welcome back to the business of here damn.
No, it's not here damn actually.
It is for Jay.
It got leaked today that was the reason the entire plan was Jay to have a short reign to give it back to
That
Gunther.
literally means it's a here damn business move. Because they said the fans are begging for Jay. Here. Damn, have a reign.
The internal leak that I saw. Oh no. Oh.
Jake, Gracie Abrams over anything Olivia Rodrigo is crazy.
Jake. Okay, I love that album. I love that
It's
album.
not in order, to be fair to him.
No, it's not, but I'm like, okay, that's a good album. Getting Old's a good album. Zach Bryan's album's good.
Oh yeah, you're a country dude. That's right.
Guns N' Roses is solid. Okay, I can't hate on that. I need to look at my list.
It's the Gracie Abrams over Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo, you. It's a bad idea, right? To put it on the list.
We're not doing this bit again.
It's a bit sour.
Right to wrestling.
I'm reading this list.
Oh
I'm judging.
We're talking about your main man getting his title back. They're stat padding him. They're stat padding Gunther.
But apparently the entire plan was for they knew they wanted Gunther Goldberg to go against All In.
No one's watching that shit.
Dude, that is not the feud you wanted.
To go against Hangman versus John Moxley and Tony versus Mercedes, you're like, yes, let's put Gunther versus 90-year-old Goldberg with one knee and, 2 moves. I seriously think it should go 3 minutes and Gunther tap him out. And they're putting the title on the line for it, too.
I don't like that match. We'll talk about it more when it's that time, but you might see a Caleb crash out.
Yeah, but Gunther's world champion again. Maybe they'll book him all this time. Maybe they'll book him with guys that are not lower mid-carders.
They already have.
Goldberg?
Yeah, because he's lower mid-card talent-wise.
If you were to take Goldberg and place him in the current talent pool without his, background, he would be in NXT.
Yes.
At maximum.
Yes, and that is this. I will vent when we get to that match.
Such a shit fucking. I mean, it's surprising. Jay dropped on Raw. Cool. I don't give a fuck, dude. And people were having crash outs about it online. Why would you have Jay winning even at WrestleMania? Well, you guys begged for it, so this is your option.
We'll move on. I want to talk about Blake Monroe and how I don't like what they're doing with her right now.
Shut the fuck up.
You know exactly why.
Well, this week, I know you're talking about last week. It took her 20 seconds of promo time to drop something really gay, and I love it.
I do appreciate that.
It literally 20 seconds of promo time.
I loved it.
Gay shit.
I loved it.
Perfect. I love it.
My issue with her character is there's referencing someone from media. And they're centering what half of her introduction segment was around them. Because her entire first video package was Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay. Buddy, it hasn't changed much since AEW.
Yeah.
And you thought her character was fine then. It's still the same character. It's just her name changed.
Dude, no, but they were not having her do. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I thought there's one thing I saw from her that made me laugh on Twitter. I think she might now be one of my favorite Twitter followers.
Oh, she's great.
You saw what she said? Someone made a fake version of Blake Monroe soap, like Sydney Sweeney sold.
Mm-hmm.
And she responded with, "I've tried to pitch this to WWE Creative already."
Yeah.
JC Jane will defend her women's title at Evolution 2.
Caleb, can you tell me what matches are confirmed for Evolution 2?
What matches are confirmed?
Yes.
A JC Jane match. Oh. Is EO confirmed to it? No, EO's not confirmed to defend yet. Oh, I can't tell you.
The only match confirmed for Evolution 2 that's happening in 3 weeks is JC Jane versus someone. JC Jane!
Yeah, that's going to be a main event.
I'm going to be so real with you. Just have Blake beat her. Straight up. There's no reason to just hold back. Oh, no. Yeah, JC Jane's the only confirmed match currently for Evolution 2. I'm very happy about it. If you can tell. SmackDown.
So I have to get back to there were 4 matches advertised for the next week's NXT though. And there was Evolution elimination matches. Last Legend versus Kalani Jordan, Jaya versus Izzy Day, Thea versus Jada Parker, Lola Vice versus Jordan Grace. All 4 women's matches 1 week.
Yeah. That's good shit.
Scroll. Osprey Swerve 2 ended in a 30-minute time limit draw. AEW introduced the Unified Championship.
Yes, and the report is they're treating this as a secondary world title.
Interesting.
I want to be real with Tony. I know you're a big fan of the show. Please do a brand split then, because I don't want to watch both Dynamite and Collision per week to like keep both your product. If I can just watch Dynamite per week, I'll be happy. I get the
what led to Omega coughing up blood aggressively, and I don't know if that was fake or real blood.
It was fake.
I would hope so, because that shit does not. That shit looks like he needs Jesus.
Yeah.
The hope internally is that Bianca will return to in-ring action by SummerSlam.
That's the hope.
Jay Cargill is set to make an acting debut opposite Jonathan Majors in an action thriller.
Of all people,
yeah,
this company compared Jade Cargill with.
That's who she got casted with, probably.
I know, but still.
Hikumalo debuted before SmackDown.
Who?
He was signed a long time ago. The original thought was he was going to steal Tama and Tonga from Solo, and then they both got hurt.
Yeah.
John Cena officially said his wrestling Mount Rushmore.
What was it?
John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Oh.
John Cena. And John Cena. John Cena says if Punk wants the undisputed championship, then he has to admit he's a hypocrite. And Punk would probably instantly admit he's a hypocrite even without a title, anything on the line.
I mean, yeah, and also he literally called John a hypocrite because John sounds a lot more like CM Punk.
That's Monday. That's Monday.
Fuck!
Monday.
I'm jumping ahead. Dude, 2 weeks you're asking me to organize the 4 shows.
LA Knight, and if I gotta drop a genius balding bitch John Cena, I will be WWE champion.
Run it. Just run that shit, bro. On our random SmackDown.
And then Ron Killings attacked John Cena.
Real.
And then John Cena and Nick Aldis argued. Cena flipped his hat and instantly turned back 15 years.
They released the audio today. It's just him yelling, "I'm your champion," over and over again.
Is it actually what it is?
Basically.
That is awesome.
I honestly thought it was just John Cena yelling compliments at all this, so they're muted.
Dude, that would have been awesome.
Anyways.
Here's what it actually was. I'm your champion. What are you doing to me out there? You're making me look like garbage. Anybody can just walk out there. You're pathetic. I'm a champion, damn it.
Fair. That's fair.
But that's awesome. Vandy advanced to the King of the Ring tournament in the King of the Ring tournament. Joe Cobb was sitting in the background of a solo segment.
That's not his name. Say his name right. His name is JC Mateo.
Oh my god. No, it's Joe Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, first of all.
Jeff Cobb.
That's his real name.
It is not JC Mateo.
I hate this company sometimes.
But I love that the initial reaction was, man, Bloodline Ore really fell off because there's 0 Ore in this man back here. Jade Cargill advanced in the Money in the Bank qualifier.
Nope.
Naomi got a...
No, back it up. What did Jade Cargill qualify for?
Queen of the Ring.
You said Money in the Bank.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Run it back.
Naomi got a what chant, and it's responded with, "Bitch, you heard me."
So real, dude.
And everyone started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk wants John Cena to give the fans a happy ending.
Hey, yo.
Which then lets Ron Killings attacking Cena. Alexa Bliss advanced to the Money in the Bank. Jesus Christ.
You are struggling today.
And the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Even just say no champions qualifier, I'll be like, okay, yeah, stay PLE.
Cody went through the Slim Jims table.
No one gives a fuck, and it was
before Cody Rhodes advanced in the King of the Ring tournament.
I'm more okay with that than what happened at Raw.
Cody Rhodes is in Naked Gun.
He is. I'm very excited for that movie.
I am too.
Looks dope as hell.
Finn Balor does not have any interest in pursuing a Hollywood career.
Cool. Finn Balor, you need another job, buddy.
Shaquille O'Neal is in the WWE 2K25 DLC.
Not even the most exciting part of that DLC.
Tyrese
Halliburton's in that DLC, right? You know, in the NBA Finals, Tyrese Halliburton's entrance music is "Many Men Wish Death" by 50 Cent.
My favorite part was a lot of the people who played 2K responded like, why is WWE getting the NBA players looking a lot closer to them and not the NBA game?
That's fair. But Many Men Wish Death is crazy entrance music.
Asuka returned and advanced in the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Mm-hmm. My goal.
After the match said, the fire didn't die, it's still alive.
Dude, I missed her so much.
It's okay to have her back.
She is so goated.
It's okay to have her back.
She's winning the whole thing. She's winning it. Everything, every single match. She's going back in a 500 fucking day undefeated streak or whatever it was.
Goldberg's back.
And you know what? Asuka better. Even fucking Razor Ramon recognized Asuka's talent.
Goldberg's looking for one last world title.
I don't give a fuck. Asuka better.
AJ Styles is looking at the IC title.
Don't give a fuck. Asuka better.
Liv Morgan got injured.
Asuka better. I can't say that. Yeah, Liv Morgan has a dislocated shoulder because of a freak accident with Kari saying, guess what?
So
they had a noble fucking reaction to this information happening.
We need to have a genuine conversation about this injury.
But Liv Morgan or about the other part?
At what point do we draw the line with Kari Sane? It is back to back. She's injured. Been in matches with two people getting injured.
Say psych right fucking now.
At what point?
Say psych right fucking now. Say psych right fucking now.
Dude, it's the second time she's caused someone to have
two freak injuries.
Okay. Be safer so freak injuries can't happen. Duh.
Read!
Duh!
Say psych right fucking now.
Why? So you can think I'm fucking capping? Because I am.
You better be. But everyone at home, there were people saying that this is Kari Sane's fault because
I think my favorite part of that was Grayson sent me a tweet because I said, dude, it's not as bad as you think. He sent me a tweet and I sent him a screenshot of the same tweet. I don't know if he even saw it. In the comments of the guy even commenting, I should have worded it differently because I'm not blaming Kari.
Yeah. No, Kari, okay, with the Zoe spot, she was late on her spot. Yeah, it happens, and they jumped wrong, and it was a freak accident. Liv has shoulder injury history. It landed wrong. It happens. But she's going to be out like 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, she's done.
It just really sucks because SummerSlam was in New Jersey.
I've heard rumors that she might retire.
Who is spotting this shit, dude? Are you just... Is it out of your ass? Is your ass saying it?
Sean Ross.
Oh, Sean Ross came for me today.
What?
Yeah, he came for me today.
Huh?
So the report. Okay. Since we're on topic right now. So the topic. He put a report that Tony Storm versus Mercedes has been the plan since All In 2024. So my response is, why give Mariah the title and also nothing to do with it? And he put question mark. So I respond, you remember when Mariah was had the belt and was on TV every week? And I replied, because she had little program or stories to do. Mariah was doing jack shit, right? And then Sean replied to me after that. It said, the first month or so, then there was Willow, Anna Jay, Mina, Tony, some underwhelming stories outside of last year, but stories. So yeah, Sean Ross, I love the man, came from my ass. He came with receipts.
No, because you are the one in the wrong.
Oh, I know. After he came from my ass.
Yeah, because you were rage baiting without rage baiting.
No, I kind of was rage baiting because I mean,
Cap.
I my opinion was that Mariah wasn't given anything for a while, but
Hold on.
I do think it's done that they just didn't have Tony hold on to it. Caleb is typing. This man's typing.
Yes. We get Dom Mercedes at Night of Champions.
Yeah, that's been confirmed.
This upcoming Monday, after the episode goes up, we get Becky vs. Bayley for the IC title.
I hope they make it to Night of Champions.
The question mark person in the Money in the Bank and the King of the Ring tournament was Jey Uso, and Jey Uso won in a chaotic main event, setting up Cody Jay.
Hey, Caleb, why?
Because shit's dumb.
Why would you have this? Like, having him drop is one thing. That's whatever. But having him come back and be part of the King of the Ring tournament that's to guarantee you a shot at the world title at SummerSlam is dumb.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
It's dumb as fuck. What the fuck are we doing? But yeah, it's Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso next week for the King of the Ring. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. Roxanne Perez versus Jade Cargill. And then today for SmackDown, Asuka just qualified for the finals.
I was gonna try to leave Friday out.
Well, it happened, so I might as well report on it.
I was trying to save it because we need more shit to talk about next week.
I have stuff to talk about with this thing. So fuck off.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Great American Bash happening. Charlotte believes women main eventing WrestleMania will never happen again. According to WrestleOps, who then was actually proven wrong about the quote because WrestleOps wanted to go for the headline and not the actual quote.
So WrestleOps?
Yeah.
This is WrestleOps to me and WrestleOps.
It was Wrestle Ops was Wrestle Oops. It was Wrestle Ops, and then someone actually pulled up the clip, and it was Becky and Charlotte saying it was a good thing because women actually have more chances to main event Mania. They just won't ever main event night 2 of WrestleMania.
Sorry.
But they're going to get more opportunities to main event Mania. And Wrestle Ops flipped that to saying that she said there'll never be another women's main event.
She did say something sacrilegious, though. She said Chicago's the worst wrestling city.
She's not wrong.
No, she's salty. Because you booed her out of the building.
The live card had caused the live injury caused the entire card for Evolution 2 to be scratched.
Yes. It has indeed.
Hangman cut a promo in Spanish.
He's rough for that.
Mercedes Moné captured the CMLL championship, giving her 6 belts.
There was conversation we had, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
So, she's got 6 belts.
Mm-hmm.
People are pissed about this. People are happy about this. It's the internet. This is typically how things work. What side are you on? Do you think it's a good thing that she's got all these belts, or do you think it's a bad thing?
Bad.
What's your reasoning?
So, my reasoning is as simple as there's a thing called opportunities in this business, and a lot of people rely on those titles to be screen time. And she's holding titles from all these different brands and companies, which is causing women's wrestling to get less eyes upon because there's not as many world titles. While, yes, hypothetically, Mercedes Moné holding all these belts is good for the title, it's not because she only really cares about the AEW ones because that's who's booking her. So this is just more or less making the AEW title look better than any other title.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second. This is what I've been saying. The person who wins that title off of Mercedes Moné can be like, I beat Mercedes Moné for this title.
But if she drops the AEW one, and then she loses the next one, then the next one, then the next one, and it says she loses all 6 in a row. What's that really going to say?
I agree with you. I think in reality, she's not defending these titles. She can defend these titles at any chance she gets. Everyone was like, she doesn't have that much creative control. She doesn't have creative control in CMLL. I'm sure that one of the most popular women's wrestlers in the world right now can walk up to the whoever's booking and be like, I'll defend against blah, blah, blah. Like, she has control. More control than you think she does. And no, she's not defending these titles. She's holding them for ransom right now. And I think eventually this is leading to her being like, she can't beat Tony. If she beats Tony, honestly, you fuck that whole thing up. She has to lose to Tony now, in my opinion. Can't hold on to another title.
I think it's just a mess.
I think the story that they're going to go with is that she loses to Tony. She realizes that her mind has been elsewhere to all these titles. She'll put out these titles. She'll vacate some of them, whatever. And then she'll go back after Tony again. But I think in reality, this is just holding back a lot of promotions because they're using name value to get over and not actually putting effort into their title.
I think it's a mistake.
Honestly, if you're like Mercedes Moné, TBS champion, it's going all over the world to face your Rev Pro, your CMLL, your all these promotions, and like we're putting it out there. She's fighting these people, and she might be losing, but she is literally having to lose through count out or interference or DQ. What are you arguing about?
Naomi almost cashed in tonight.
On who?
Tiffany.
Tiffany in a match tonight?
Yeah.
Who is she
Or
facing?
segment at least. And Nia stopped it.
What? Why? Oh, it's Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax, except for last one I'm saying next week.
God damn it! I gotta adjust my power rankings. God damn it!
You do. Dude, I love Asuka, dude. I just saw a clip from the match. Sorry.
Mid.
Fuck you. Greatest woman dresser of all time.
I'm gonna make your life hell finding a clip this week
Oh, great.
because they don't get any clips because they're never on TV. Stephanie Vaca thanks the Bellatrix for paving the way for the next generation of women.
I'm less offended by this.
Nick Khan encourages the creative writers not to program for social media, but they suck at it. Goldberg said half of me is better than 99% of the pigs on the planet. He is wrong on that.
Okay. You remember that thing that's been going around the internet about like what NBA players can you put out on the 16 seed in the NCAA tournament?
Mm-hmm.
What's the lowest talent you could put over Goldberg as like
to be believable?
Yeah, like no, I'm saying like as in skill wise. Who is the lowest person in the totem pole?
What divisions are open to me?
Everyone. AEW, TNA, New Japan.
You will not like the answer I'm about to give you.
It's even like Jericho.
No, I ain't going that low. I respect Goldberg a little bit more than that. Nia Jax.
That's still pretty high, buddy.
Is it? Pure wrestling wise, not as high as. So, here's the line I drew, okay? This will tell you about how I view Nia Jax in the ring. Okay? It goes Nia Jax, it goes Goldberg, it goes Nikita Lyons.
You know where the lowest person I was thinking of to put over Goldberg?
Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons!
I drew the line at Nikita Lyons.
Hey. Nikita Lyons can go in more than 3 minutes.
I also have to see where he's at a Saturday Night Main Event. What?
Not more than 3 minutes. I can tell you that right now.
So he's like you, but in a different situation.
Hey, y'all! I don't think you could say that.
That ain't PG.
Any more news we gotta catch up on? Yes. No,
Yes. But only on the 19th. We have a few days to come still.
You said the 19th. That was yesterday.
I know. As of now, the plan with the women's tag titles is to vacate.
I thought I heard it was not to vacate.
The plan is to vacate.
Who the fuck's gonna take that?
Oh no, sorry, I missed the word not.
Which is also dumb. Both versions are dumb because you don't have anyone else that can pick up those titles. Maybe Maxine and Talia.
Roxy and Raquel.
Did you see me rage about that tweet?
It's very simple. Okay, let me draw you the script. It's a script we've never seen before. Are you ready? The lead woman of Judgment Day is out of the equation. This woman steps in who has shown some Hamilton. Lafayette. This woman steps in and starts to get closer to Dom. And can't get a hold of Liv because Liv is out getting in physical recovery. Get closer and closer and closer. Steals their friends. Gets really close with Raquel. Liv comes back and throws a conniption fit. Dom says he's going to choose Liv leading into SummerSlam. Or in this case, it would be Survivor Series. Hopefully. Dom chooses.
Send Roxy back to NXT if you're going to do that.
It looks like
no, send her back to NXT. Seriously.
It looks like Dom is trying to choose Liv Morgan, but it fails. And Roxy wins, and then Dom kisses Roxy on the platform, and then Anthony Luke debuts the next episode of Raw. and
One
beats the shit out of Dom.
One guy.
Oh, fuck! What's his name?
Drake Moreau.
Jake Moreau. Okay, I'm mad I forgot his name. I love Jake Moreau. I loved him.
Either way, if you're gonna do that, send Roxy to NXT. No. That's such a. I no.
Come on, it's original booking.
I'll kill myself instead. Possible names to go after the tag title if they want to fucking vacate or not. Maxine, Natalia, I think would be my top one. They actually have a name. Don't know what the name is. But they have a name now. So do that. That works, in my opinion. Sure. Candice Nia, maybe.
Some more news about tonight. Obviously, Naomi tried to cash in, and Nia stopped her. Randy Orton beat Sami Zayn and is going to the King of the Ring finals.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years.
He's winning this time.
Yes, because that's setting up Cena. Oh, okay, yep, I'm in. I see the vision. I'm in.
He's beating Cody Rhodes, too.
I'm in.
He's going to beat Cody Rhodes for it.
Hamilton.
Cedric Alexander.
He did return to TNA today.
Hey, I connected it. Let's go. Yeah, he did. He returned to TNA.
Yeah, give your right hand man back. Got to give right hand man back.
Shut the fuck up.
What? Guns and Ships.
I know what song you're singing.
Top 3 Hamilton song.
That's not right, but all right.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Also, why are they booking Tiffany like they booked Chelsea?
I don't know.
Because it's like the fifth time she's faced Nia.
They're both Barbie girls in a Barbie world.
One's Canadian.
When you say that, all I can think about is the clip of Chris Van Vliet's interviewing Chelsea Green, and Kevin Owens walks in the room because he's the next interview, and he just pops in and corrects Chelsea Green, and Chris Van Vliet's like, I hope he does that all interview because it would be funny. Mm-hmm. And Chelsea's like, he would do it too, is the worst part. Who else you can go on here?
What?
I'm trying to do my women's rankings.
That's crazy. I did these like a few days ago, and it's not getting adjusted.
But how big of an agenda do I want to push?
I'm confused why that name's not there that high. You're gonna call me insane.
I need who's my number 5 woman?
I'm adjusting my rankings right now.
I mean, I guess it could be you. I'm ready when you are.
Oh, we're doing rankings right now?
I mean, we're done with news.
I was gonna be like, who do you have winning Night of Champions?
As of now, Randy.
Okay, that makes
we
sense.
have different women's ones though.
Do we?
Yes.
I think the answer's obvious.
Who's yours?
I think you have to do Jade.
I'm not going Jade.
I would love Asuka to win, man.
I'm going with Asuka.
I love you,
with Michael.
Honestly, there's no wrong answers.
I see the vision. I see the vision.
Ew, Asuka. Give it to me. Right in the fades.
I realized that was the possibility that could happen, and I need it.
Oh,
fuck you, Cargill. Fuck you, Naomi. Get the fuck out of here.
Only Big Jim can do that. Hey, she said wilder shit than I did.
Dude, did you see who was on Samus's workouts today?
It's Stephanie, yeah.
But did you see what they were doing?
They were twerking, yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie taught Samus how to twerk. It was funny.
Yeah. Again, people are taking the wrong clips from that episode.
I know. I found it funny as fuck.
Dude, her English is actually pretty fucking good. For someone who's just learned it, yeah.
Dude, I think I loved everyone. Like Samus posted like a picture of them trying to twerk, and everyone just said "meet you."
Yeah. Or Shem Ross calls it the flat back attack.
Yeah. Someone else. They were also Naomi and Asuka Not Naomi and Oscar. Naomi and Meetson were the two popular answers. You ready for power rankings?
Um,
I ain't gonna cap. A lot of the news this week was just Liv Morgan news.
yeah. My opinion with Jade Cargill winning the Night of Champions Queen of the Ring tournament is because her facing probably Tiffany at SummerSlam introduces Naomi into that conversation of her cashing in, maybe failing, who knows, but ultimately fucking over Jade Cargill. In my opinion. Anyways, okay. Want to start with the women or men? Caleb, we're trying to move on to
you.
Let's do men first because they've been less talked about this week.
What did you say first?
Men's first because we've been talking about women all day.
Then.
Huh? Yeah,
You go first.
My number 5 is the guy who's supposed to go against John Cena at Night of Champions, CM Punk. I don't fully believe it, but he's been dropping lines and bars all weeks.
To push my agenda, he did not make my list.
He did not make your list?
Yes.
Did or did not?
Did not.
Okay.
I'm pushing an agenda here.
Sure.
Pushing an agenda here. My number 5 is a man who the crowd loves. Everyone loves this man. There was fake news posted about this person that he and his manager / wife had a farewell match.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Karrion Kross is not going away.
You took the first headline that you could.
Huh?
You took the first headline to put him on your list. Bro was like struggling to come up with a reason to put Karrion Kross there besides, fan.
No, so my reason, and this is, I guess, unfair to power rankings, because I'm also forecasting what's about to happen a bit, in a way.
We do it all the time when someone's having a title match.
With Sammy losing tonight, I feel like the next step for Sammy is going to be Kross. And it feels like originally Sammy was on my list, and then he lost to Randy. Originally, my next spot was Sammy, and I'm like, he literally just lost a big match. I can't put him above someone who hasn't lost a match in a minute. But it feels like he's about to enter the biggest feud he's had all year, also the only feud he's had all year. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm just playing the game of, look, he's Monday. I'm interested to see what he has to do. Because I do think it is going to be a Sammy Kross moment where we see the Sammy heel turn be caused by Karrion Kross in a feud.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully Kross, who that will be a big time feud because it involves Sami Zayn, shows that, hey, the fans are right about me. And we get Kross on a weekly basis.
Sure. My number 4 is Cody Rhodes. He had a match at Money in the Bank that he actually won and pinned. Was the one pinning someone. He also won his match to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. It's Cody Rhodes. He makes the whole show better. And honestly, SmackDown, while it's going back to 2 hours, starting July 4th, he makes it 3 hours bearable. It's not good. They're bearable at this point. What?
New tag team. Alexa Charlotte.
You mean the two people that can't stand each other?
Yes. Well, it's not official.
I can bring it the clip of Alexa fucking digging into Charlotte.
It's not official, but Alexa literally just saved Charlotte.
That doesn't mean jack shit.
It's this company. It means the world. Because they don't know how to form tag teams organically.
True. Okay, yeah, but Cody Rhodes, my number 4.
My number 4. RKO. Randy Orton.
You know what? Good reason. It does
Advanced to the finals of the King of the Ring just now.
Real.
I can't put him any higher because the people above him have genuine reason for it.
Yeah.
Mainly because two of them won major matches. The other one is the other guy, and it's hard to put, and it's self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Who's your 3?
My number 3 is a man who's been in every headline over the last 2 weeks. It's been his name is enchanted in the stadiums. The fans want him. The locker room wants him. He's finally back, baby. Ron Kelly.
Fuck.
Don't forget my R-Truth. He forgot about R-Truth.
I'm making a live audible. I'm just taking someone off my list. Fuck you, number 3. Fuck you, Cody.
R-Truth came back with a vengeance. He probably got paid more now. The locker room's happy because he's back. Do you know how impactful you have to be for the locker room to be begging to bring you back? The goat of all goats. The man who probably will face John Cena Night Champions of CM Punk. It's going to happen.
I've updated my list. Randy dropped from 4 to 6. Cody's now number 4. We have the same number 3.
And team number 4 now.
Yes, I'm just keeping Cross at 5 because I'm going to end up pushing.
That's true. Yeah, R-Truth. Been incredible.
I'm the same.
There's
you know what? My reason for Cody not being above R-Truth is that he had 0 words in a segment he was featured in tonight.
Fair.
Who's your number 2?
Fuck! I was opening a Pokemon pack. I was hoping you were gonna give me a second.
No.
My number 2, defended at Money in the Bank. Has match of Night of Champions. Still the greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
I just realized who it was.
Yeah, this is straight up agenda pushing. I'm gonna be real. I couldn't feasibly put R-Truth 2. I didn't feel like it would be right. But I'm more than okay to put Dominic Mysterio over there. Still, I know that people don't like his reign right now. Fuck you. I think it's been fucking fantastic. I have had 0 problems with it. He's defended consistently and constantly. He's facing AJ Styles and now champion, so it's nothing to sneeze at. Greatest IC champion of all time.
My number 2 is the newest World Heavyweight Champion. Gunther.
Bro is giving a participation trophy to Gunther.
He won a world title.
Is that your only defense for it?
Mm-hmm.
So I defense you really. Well, number 1. I don't know if it's changed for you. It's still Seth Rollins. He won the Money in the Bank. It's fairly simple. He was number 1 beforehand. He won Money in the Bank. There's not really much conversation else to be had.
No, there's not. It is undoubtable.
It's the biggest prize that was had this weekend. As much as I love it, like RIC champion, the Money in the Bank was clearly the thing that was in the line.
He's won. There's no debate against it.
Oh.
Ready for the women?
Yes, sir. You get to go first.
My number 5 is Becky Lynch.
I don't respect it.
Won the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Bayley's return, getting ready to go against the match against Bayley. She's my 5.
Oh. My number 5 is been controversial over the last few weeks. But honestly, I still think she's one of the best wrestlers in the world. And I am more than certain that she deserves the IC title whenever they're done giving it to these big dogs. You know, when it's the big dogs the other way, she's next up, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's insane. She's in the ring, on the mic, personality-wise, she's infectious. Corey Singh is number 5.
I don't put wrestlers who put injured people on my list.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you do. You put Seth Rollins at number 1. He's injured more people than.
Clip it, send it to Geek. I baited him. Clip it.
Gross the masturbator.
I'm messaging Geek.
The masturbator?
No. Hold on. Where's Geek? Where's Geek?
What's number 5? Tell me number 5, David.
I did.
You did. Never mind. What's number 4?
Number 4? She is a star in the making. Stephanie Vaca.
Oh my God. Guess what, Caleb?
Number 4 for you too?
Yes, sir. You did 3 matches in 24 hours. That's fucking insane in the first place. She didn't win anything this weekend. The others are.
That's why she's number 4.
I had to give her credit somewhere else for the other 3. Stephanie Vaca, again, I say it every fucking week, is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world right now. No matter gender, no matter division.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Io Sky, I will put in to be top, like one of the best in-ring wrestlers right now. There's no debate.
Mm-hmm. Grace is not ready for my 1 when we get there.
I might be.
My number 3 is the Prodigy, Roxy.
Bro, I adjusted my list a little bit after conversations fly. Roxy was pretty high, and I dropped her out completely.
Wow.
Yeah.
My reasoning: Money in the Bank, she was decent. Advanced in Queen of the Ring, which was the overarching thing. I had a balance the last 2 weeks.
Did you not catch that?
No.
You've seen that fly that's been bugging me, right?
Yeah.
I fucking just caught that shit.
Nice. But the biggest thing that played into it was I leaned heavily more towards the previous week than 2 weeks ago. Right. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt over Stephanie. Because, yes, even though Stephanie wrestled 3 matches in the last weekend, Roxy beat her in a match. I think Stephanie was in that same match as her.
Yeah, buddy. She didn't win.
Huh?
The tag match?
No, the Queen of the Ring qualifier.
Oh, yeah, she technically did. Yeah. I don't know who she pinned. I don't remember who she pinned.
I didn't pin her, but I think they were in the same match.
Yeah. My number 3, returning this week, already has a title match set up. It's going to be likely part of the biggest storyline that we'll talk about for the next summer because we don't give a shit about what the fuck John Cena's doing. Bayley is back, and she's going to hit number 3.
I forgot about Bayley returning.
You suck this week.
So I'm just going to replace Becky with Bayley. I'll send you my list. I'll just DM you my list.
How do you manage to bring out fucking R-Truth and
Bayley? Dude, I suck.
Dude,
I suck.
We take a week off of power rankings. I can't remember how to do it.
Yeah. My number 2 is Naomi.
I know who number 1 is then, and I think I mean it's the person I'm thinking of. I fucking salute you.
She won Miss Money in the Bank.
So number 2?
Miss Money in the Bank is number 2. If we would have done this last week, she definitely would have been number 1 because it's hard not to put number 1 as the person who just won the biggest thing in the match in the PLE. She was also really good this week. I just can't get for that number 1 spot nod.
My number 2 is the Empress of Tomorrow. It's Asuka.
Did not make my list.
The woman who just qualified for the Queen of the Ring finals, who returned from injury after almost a year and has aura on top of aura and is still on top of her game in the ring. It is not even on your fucking list. You're baiting me because she's your number 1. And
no, she's not my number 1.
Anyways, Asuka returned everything I just said. She's fucking fantastic. She's shown why she's the GOAT. I am so happy she's back. I've missed her so fucking much.
I forgot about Asuka. That's why she's not on my list.
You are absolutely terrible because she's your number 1.
She's not. My number one is Lyra. Even after dropping the belt, I'm looking at what's about to come with her. Feuding with two of the greatest women of all time. Gonna have a major match at either Evolution or SummerSlam. This woman's about to go on the best run of her career, and I am getting ready for the reign of Lyra. Told you it was an agenda pushing week.
None of that's happened yet. No, it's confirmed.
Because my number one is Oscar! Oscar is my number one.
Okay, cool.
I did put Oscar at one. Return! Massive pop!
You want to
Old
show
music back!
You want to show me it? Just
You don't believe it? You
no, I don't.
See if it shows. I'll send you a screenshot.
I was say, I kind of looks like Oscar, but I can't tell fully.
You'll know because there's the red line under her name.
No, I get it. He actually sent me the fucking screenshot. Okay, we didn't spell Oscar right.
I don't give a fuck.
It's
Oscar
Asuka.
is back. As good as she ever was. OG music that people love. Punched her ticket to Night of Champions. Is gonna win Queen of the Ring. Telling you now, we are in the reign of Oscar and we are ready to just live in the world.
That's fair. I get it. I love the agenda.
You said you salute me for it.
Yeah, that's literally the person I thought you were. When you said Lyra,
You know what I'm going to say? Debut on my list, and she jumps all the way.
I mean, she debuted on both her lists because, you know.
Oh no, but one of us undersold her value because I know who your one is.
My number one's Naomi. She won Money in the Bank. You know,
it's the easy one. You took the easy out.
I did take the easy out. I'll admit.
You got 0 comments. I got us 2.
Caleb,
it'll get 12 views on
I was going to put Oscar there, but I was like, he's gonna flame the fuck out of me because I didn't put Naomi 1. I had when I reevaluated my list at the beginning of the week, like after Raw, I was like, putting Naomi 4 would be too low, right? So I had to move her up a few spaces, figure things out, move people around. I had Rhea Ripley on my list at one point, then Oscar returned, and she looked better than ever. So, yeah, Naomi's number 1. Miss Money in the Bank. I'm not fully confident in what she's gonna do with it, just because I guess Triple H doesn't want to book anyone. So, but yeah, Naomi's number 1. Roxanne Perez died at Jade Cargo. You know that, right?
Who?
Roxanne Perez is about to die at Jade Cargo next week.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to just get tossed around. It's crazy. Caleb, who's the greatest villain of all time?
Villain?
Yeah, villain of all time.
Wrestling or just...
Villain.
Okay, hold on. Greatest or personal favorite? That is 2 very different things.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
My favorite villain is not the greatest villain of all time in my eyes.
Eh.
Which do you want? Because you know the answer to my favorite.
Yeah, say it.
My favorite villain of all time, Ultron. Is Ultron.
Okay. Who's Ultron in wrestling terms?
I have the raw answer here. And I don't know if you're going to like my answer. Ilya Dragunov. That man is not human.
My off-rip answer was Samoa Joe.
That tracks too.
Because of how like honest Joe is on the fucking mic when he like brutally honest.
No, so my reason is not even thinking on the mic stuff. The reason I say Ilya is Ultron is because Ilya always shows up when it's matters most.
Mm-hmm.
It's always very serious with Ilya. I guess no. I'd say Roman's more Ultron.
I would say Roman's more Thanos.
No, because Ultron became at the very moment it is very much. But when Roman was full time, I'd agree. It was Thanos because Thanos was the number one threat. Ultron is this motherfucker who he isn't there 24/7. But when he shows up, you know shit's gonna go down. And right now, when Roman shows up, you know shit is going down.
Do you want my rebuttal is that?
Hmm.
Roman Reigns is babyface.
Yeah. But when he shows up, shit's gonna go down.
Fair.
Who's you the greatest? That's your favorite villain ever.
Greatest slash my favorite villain of all time?
Whichever or.
I even though there's definitely people who are bigger fans than I am of him, but Darth Vader, simply.
I think Darth Vader's is somebody's comparison there.
Yeah.
Do we have the same guy in mind, you think?
Probably not.
Who do you have in mind?
My first thought was Undertaker.
That was not my first thought. My first thought was Seth.
No.
Yes.
But they are oral farmers in the same way.
My vision was, and I wanted to say Cena. If Cena was having a good heel run, I would say Cena because I'd say, was a good guy, became an oil-filled bad guy. No, Seth. My reason is Seth. Oh, no, that's more Roman than anything.
Well, yeah, I was just saying,
I was going to say, actually, Vader would be more Roman. Was the face of the company, or tried to be the face of the company, had all these expectations.
I got it. Evolution Triple H. Because he's being controlled by Flair.
Oh. I like it. Yeah. So, if you know the answer I would have for Ultron, I won't say because he's still in the lawsuit.
Jesus Christ.
But tell me I am wrong.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck off. Last bit I want to do before we wrap up because we're actually
I have one more for you. Same line. Well, with video game character or DC, Marvel, whatever. Who's your favorite protagonist in the Resident Evil series?
The Resident Evil series?
Yes.
She's not a protagonist or an antagonist. She's kind of just
I can't. It's
her.
Ada.
It's fucking Ada Wong. Yeah.
Okay, who's the Ada of WWE?
Who's just gonna do things for her?
Yeah.
Liv. And Dom's Leon, I guess.
No.
They're both hot.
Dude, no.
What?
Leon is not Dom. Do justice to Leon.
Rude?
Leon is definitely Cena.
No.
Dude, Leon is very much the face of Resident Evil as far as it comes to protagonists.
Sure, but Leon's also a lost puppy half the time.
Cool, Cena was the lost puppy half the time of his good run.
Fair. So there's also a tweet that was put out recently that someone was saying Kenny Omega is the greatest wrestler over HBK. Do you agree?
I think it's a point of view thing. I love him a lot.
Well, they said we're doing that 90s shit, which is dumb.
I really do.
I think HBK might be the greatest wrestler of all time.
I do. Well, am I dying?
A little bit.
Yeah, my computer's lagging. That's what I knew.
I love that.
I'd argue it is.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Kenny Omega is better than HBK. Maybe that's me just being more familiar with WWE, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, next week we have Night of Champions to predict. So we'll see you then when everything wraps up with the tournaments and we get to finally predict that card in Saudi Arabia. Next week on Friday, Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever one podcasting format you prefer. But until then, bye-bye.
Peace.